Robyn Brown praises Kody for tolerating his first 3 wives? Robyn Brown, the last remaining wife of Kody Brown on Sister Wives, has once again stirred up controversy among the show's loyal viewers. A recent resurfaced clip featuring Robyn in a confessional has reignited discussions online, and many fans are now questioning not just her words, but the perspective she brings to the entire Brown family dynamic. In this particular interview, Robyn praises Kody Brown for his so-called tolerance and acceptance of his former wife's imperfections. While her tone seemed affectionate and perhaps even admiring toward Kody, her choice of words struck a nerve with fans, who quickly labeled her comments as out of touch and, at worst, fat-shaming. The clip shows Robyn speaking about how Kody remained a loving and romantic partner to his other wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, despite what she listed as their flaws. She specifically referenced issues such as weight gain, stretch marks, and financial troubles. According to Robyn, these were challenges or imperfections that Kody had to overlook or tolerate, yet he still managed to perform romantic gestures and behave in a sweet, loving manner. She seemed to view this as a testament to his strength and compassion, as if his willingness to continue loving these women in the face of their bodily changes or financial instability was an admirable feat. For many fans, this was a shocking take. Rather than empathizing with the personal challenges these women faced, Robyn's words came across as condescending and self-serving. She presented Kody's actions not as what any decent partner might do out of love and respect, but as sacrifices made by a man who had to look past a growing list of undesirable traits in his partners. Robyn's commentary made it sound as though she believed Kody was doing these women a favor by sticking around while they aged, gained weight, or faced life's inevitable ups and downs. What made this more upsetting for fans was that Robyn seemed to exclude herself from the list of wives who presented these supposed imperfections. She did not mention anything about how Kody may have had to tolerate her own issues or difficulties. Instead, her words gave off the impression that she sees herself as different, perhaps even superior, to the other women in Kody's life. This perspective, whether intentional or not, has drawn considerable backlash from viewers who feel that Robyn has long set herself apart from the rest of the family while claiming to value sisterhood and equality. Robyn has previously stated that her relationships with her sister wives were just as important, if not more important, than her relationship with Kody himself. She often spoke about the strength of the bond among the wives and the necessity of mutual support in a plural marriage. However, moments like these contradict that narrative. Rather than demonstrating solidarity with Meri, Janelle, and Christine, Robyn's comments seemed to subtly belittle them. By calling attention to their physical appearances and financial difficulties, and framing those traits as things Kody had to look past, she inadvertently highlighted what she sees as their failings. What's even more notable is that the clip made the rounds at a time when fans have been re-examining Kody's treatment of his wives throughout the years. From many perspectives, Kody has not been the loving, tolerant, or equitable husband that Robyn described. In fact, a growing number of fans believe Kody neglected, mistreated, or emotionally withdrew from his other wives long before their marriages ended. Many point to moments on the show where Kody openly prioritized Robyn, dismissed the concerns of his other wives, and failed to maintain the emotional or romantic connection that he once had with them. This latest clip of Robyn only reinforces those criticisms. Her version of Kody, the generous, romantic man who showered his wives with affection in spite of their perceived shortcomings, doesn't match what viewers have seen unfold over years of televised drama. Instead, fans argue, the Kody they watched appeared emotionally distant, increasingly controlling, and ultimately unwilling to put in the effort required to maintain his plural marriages. Christine, in particular, has been vocal about how unloved and unappreciated she felt toward the end of their relationship. Janelle has expressed similar frustrations. Even Meri, who remained committed longer than many expected, ultimately acknowledged that her emotional connection with Kody had all but disappeared. Robyn's words, then, aren't just hurtful, they also seem disconnected from the lived experiences of the other women. Her focus on stretch marks and weight gain as obstacles to be tolerated speaks volumes about how she views relationships and marriage. Many viewers have pointed out that weight gain and physical changes are a normal part of life, especially for women who have had children or endured stressful marriages. Instead of expressing admiration for these women's strength or resilience, Robyn chose to focus on appearances and financial challenges, framing them as burdens that Kody heroically endured. This is why fans have responded so strongly to her comments. They don't just reveal a lack of empathy, they also highlight a recurring pattern in Robyn's behavior. Throughout her time on Sister Wives, she has often portrayed herself as the peacemaker, the one who wants unity and harmony. But time and time again, her actions and words have painted a different picture. She seems to position herself as the ideal wife, the one who truly understands Kody, who has his back, who never falters, and in doing so, she minimizes the contributions and struggles of the other women who once stood beside her in this plural marriage. The backlash online has been fierce. Fans on social media have accused Robyn of being tone-deaf, judgmental, and even manipulative. They see her comments as a continuation of a narrative where she elevates herself by subtly tearing others down. For many, the idea that Kody deserves praise for loving women who gained weight or had stretch marks is absurd and offensive. That kind of framing suggests that those traits are inherently negative, rather than normal, human realities that should never factor into whether someone is worthy of love or respect. It's also telling that Robyn continues to support and admire Kody despite everything that has transpired. While the other wives have distanced themselves from him and moved on with their lives, Robyn remains fiercely loyal. That loyalty might be admirable in some contexts, but in this case it reads more like denial. She appears unwilling or unable to acknowledge the pain that the other women experienced in their marriages to Kody. Instead, she insists on painting a rosier picture, one where Kody was the steadfast, supportive husband doing his best under difficult circumstances. But fans aren't buying it. They've seen the tears, the frustration, and the emotional exits of Christine, Janelle, and Mary. They've watched Kody pull away from his responsibilities as a plural husband and invest more and more of his energy into his relationship with Robyn. The idea that Kody should be applauded for continuing to be affectionate in the face of stretch marks or financial troubles comes across as not only shallow but also deeply dismissive of the emotional depth and complexity of the relationships he let deteriorate. This latest controversy may only further the divide between Robyn and the fanbase. While she might have intended to show how loving and accepting Kody was, her words instead revealed a lack of self-awareness and empathy. In trying to elevate Kody, she inadvertently insulted the very women she once called her sister wives. And in doing so, she reminded viewers why those women ultimately chose to walk away.